I was thinking the first thing my husband's gonna say is, she's age appropriate for you. I'm like, what does that really mean? Hey there, wig friends and lovers. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nikki, and you know I'm very happy that you are here. If you have never, ever been here before, you obviously love wigs. You wanted to know about this one I'm reviewing today. So if you want to see more wig reviews and some other wig content, then subscribe. Click the button down below. Make sure you also click that little bell because I surprise you with videos. I never know when I'm going to bring them to you, so you don't want to miss out on any of them. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so very much. I greatly do appreciate it. All right, so I already gave it away. I'm reviewing a wig today. I mean, we already knew that, but I still have to mention it, right? But anyway, this wig right here is who I'm talking about. And before we get into it, I want to kindly thank MANEConcepthair for sending it over. Thank you so very much. It is much appreciated. And I cannot wait to tell you all about her. So, I'm going to tell you all you need to know, and that's why I want to hear from you. So in the comments, please give me your respectful feedback. Let me know too if there's a wig you'd like me to review. I happily do take requests. And for my eyeshadow look today, I'm wearing two different things. The first one being the Michaela Pot 2 palette from Glamlight. So there's that. I love Glamlight's eyeshadow formula. And then I am also wearing this brand new shadow from Odin's Eye. And it is this one right here, and the shade name is David. Okay, now for the wig. Since it's from MANEConcepthair, you know it's a MANEConcepthair wig. I already gave that part away, and so did the title and the thumbnail, but it's beside the point. All right, so anyway, I have ELEANOR today from MANEConcepthair, and here's her stock card. She has an HD lace front. I have her in the color FR6/MOCHA LATTE. The other color she's available in is listed here as well. There's a total of 8 of them. So you got some options. And she does have a pre-sanitized antibacterial cap. She has a 5-inch deep parting space with baby hair. And then the benefits on the back here include transparent melted hairline and undetectable see-through lace. So that's what she's all about. And obviously, since this was sent over to me, I didn't have to pay anything for her. But if you are interested in purchasing her, I will go ahead and put a couple of the links down in the description box. So anywho, here she is. She's kind of cute. She is. She is definitely kind of cute. At first, I was kind of hesitant about it. I was thinking the first thing my husband's going to say is, she's age appropriate for you. I'm like, what does that really mean? I mean, I know what it means to me, but what does he mean by it? Just because I'm almost 50, does that mean I have to have a certain style or something? I don't know. But I'm not saying that this is not a style that a young girl can't rock. She most certainly can. This is just cute. I see her as an everyday style, a good work wig, you know, one of them dealios. So I like that. I really like that. But I really like this color a lot. I think I've reviewed it before, but I love it. I'll be honest, I originally wanted to have this color, but the reason why I changed my mind is because it's an SR1B and Glazed Sand is the name of the shade. And unfortunately, I just thought because it's a very light blonde, the 1B would just give it too much of a harsh contrast. This, there's no harshness about it. I'm loving it. You have this really pretty lighter tone right here. It looks like there's a little bit of 613 mixed in, maybe some 4 and 30 in there as well, because I'm picking up some of those tones when the light hits it just right. And then of course you have the number 6 going on, but it's just such a pretty color. I mean, look at that. Oh, I love it. I just really love that. So I'm all about the color. I'm all about the luster. It looks very beautiful and healthy. She feels very, very soft. I just want to keep touching it. So soft. It is Kanekalon fibers, so the hair feels extremely realistic. And most certainly I would say she's multicultural, so she would work out for everybody. But she is a little frizzy, not a whole lot, just a little, but in a way that kind of makes her look more realistic too, I think. I really do, because most people's hair isn't just so perfect, you know. So this is screaming a bit more natural because of that, but just be aware of it. Total length, I would probably say 16 inches roughly, 14 to 16. She's literally right at my shoulder blades, and she has a little bit of layering too, and that's giving her a very appropriate natural type of volume. And just with these little waves and the little curls on the end, I just find it very cute. I find it very flattering and just a little modern too. I really do like it a lot. I especially like the fact that she has a little bit of a swoop here, and it's not going in my eye. It's just giving her that extra drama. I always say drama when it comes to a swoop, because that's just what I think of when I see a swoop. I think of drama. Just very classy and dramatic. All right, we'll move on. Density isn't all too shabby either. I would say it's very appropriate. This is one of those styles, especially with the way the curls are and the length combined. If the density was a bit thicker, she would literally look like this here, and it just wouldn't look right. It just would take away from the whole aspect of what this style is supposed to be about. So I think the density is just right. It looks very appropriate. So she's just looking very natural to me. I'm seeing a lot of naturalness about her. Let me spin around and you can see what she looks like from the back. This is one of those styles too that I like. I don't have to wear all the hair to the front. I am a little concerned about tangling though, especially like back here at the nape of the neck. But let me just run my fingers through here and show you that I'm getting a little bit more resistance rather than tangles. But of course there's some tangling going on, and it's pretty easy to remove, thankfully, with her length. You know, that does make it easier. But you know, I just run my fingers through here and it's not too difficult. But again, she will get a little frizzy and she could get a little poofy too. So I would not recommend using a brush on her. And a lot of that just has to do with a combination of both the style and the hair fibers. So that's just a recommendation. I would pretty much just say it's best to comb her with a wide tooth comb, or my favorite, these 5 little babies right here, your fingers. They work really well. But she's not one I think you really have to, I guess, tidy up much throughout the time that you are wearing her. She will stay in place for the most part. So again, another reason why I think she's a good daily style, not just for how she looks, but for how she is with manageability. So she's low maintenance, I would say. Shedding, I haven't noticed anything really excessive with that either. And she's left-sided part, as I already mentioned, and as you can see. But I'll be honest, I'm not really wild about the parting space all too much, and it's mostly just because it's very narrow. It's 5 inches deep, and I think that's really good, and it does slightly curve right here. Not a whole lot, but there's a little curve there. And it was just kind of hard to blend with the powder just because of the width. Let me just show you what I use. I use this to put the powder in the part so you can see the size and shape of it. I have a smaller one here as well for like little touch-ups if I need to, but it was hard to get that in there. It really was. So I think that if it was a little wider, it would be better, but I do at the same time understand what they were getting at. They wanted it to look more natural, and a lot of people don't, you know, part their hair with big parts. But yeah, if it's your normal hair, I could understand, but with a wig, you want to get it at least to where you can blend it easily. So just a tiny bit wider, and I think all would be good with the parting space. But let me just show it to you again here so you can see it better, because you know I always do a close-up. And then she does lay really flat, which is nice. And I do like the baby hairs too. I really like these baby hairs. I'm really smiling over the baby hairs. I'm telling you guys, I love them. Because just look at this. This style, if this was your real hair and you parted it like this, this is what you would expect to see for baby hair. This is what would normally happen. So as I already mentioned, she's a little frizzy, but she's got these little wispies, as I always call them. And if you want to lay them down, let me try to grab them here. Oh yeah, you could definitely lay these down, I think. I, of course, just leave them out. That's just my preference, but I like that. I think it just gives it that more naturalness to her. So really nice baby hair. She is not pre-plucked, but it does say she has a melted, how did it say exactly? A transparent melted hairline. So this is their definition of that. I guess it's probably meaning, you know, it doesn't really lift up too much, so it looks like it's just glued down. Here's some more of those baby hairs. Really, really nice. These are really easy for laying down, I think. She doesn't really cover up my natural edges all that great though. There's quite a bit there. So I don't know really what I think about that. I'm kind of half and half with it simply because this is covering up anyway, so people aren't really going to see it. Even if I lightly go like that, nobody's going to really like, what was that? Did I see something? That's not really something I'm really concerned about. But on this side here, you do have more lift up. So that is where I'm getting like kind of confused with this whole melted hairline situation that they're talking about. And if she stayed put better, I could understand that. But you can see here some of my own natural edges once again. But I mean, the shape was there. The shape they got right. I just don't know what else they were trying to get at with that. But I am a little concerned that this would be one where you would notice the lift up more. So maybe you will have to glue her down if you want to avoid that. So I'm not the biggest fan of the hairline simply because of the way they advertised it. It's not really what you're gonna get. So, but once again, it's kind of covered. So she does fit very nice. She does fit comfortably, and she has some really, really good stretchability there if you noticed it when I was doing the inside cap construction. So I do think she is larger head friendly for sure. But my recommendation is always based on the quality, and even though the edges and the parting space really aren't like my preference, those are preferences. I still think that the quality overall is really good, and most people are not going to care too much about this. But if you do, obviously, this is why I tell you these things and show you it, so that way you can make the best informed decision on if it's something you want or not. But as far as the actual wig overall is concerned, I think she's really good. MANEConcept knows what they're doing. I love their wigs. That's why they're at the top of my list. So, I like her though. I think she's really good, and a lot of people would probably love her too if they pick her up. So thumbs up. Hey, yes, that's why I call him the Fonzie Thumbs. I'm from Milwaukee, and that's what he does. So, yeah, I'm recommending her. I think that a lot of you will love her. So that is my review and recommendation for ELEANOR. But don't forget to tell me your thoughts. You know I want to see them. And I really want to know if you already have her. Please tell me all about it. And also be sure to let me know if you decide to go pick her up after watching this review. I always want to know that too. But that is it. Thank you though for watching. I always appreciate it. And I'll just catch you next time in my next video. So until then, bye-bye.